Electricity in the 21st century is essential. Life with no electricity would mean rethinking everything. Planning how you can function without plugging in an electrical device means not having access to hot water, no Wi-Fi, rooms without light, among others. It would result in a complete loss of normality. Could you imagine living without electricity? Near Córdoba, there is a town called Bajo de Olmos, located in the lower hills next to Acochinga. This small village has a bright river full of poplars in its banks. The town is among the hills. This is the reason why the electric line does not get to this place. In order to enjoy some hours of light and bathe with hot water, people have generator sets. A genser is an equipment which converts fuel into electrical energy thanks to the work of a motor and an alternator. Since fuel is 56 pesos a liter, to have electricity for one day costs 1,344 pesos. As it is shown in this simple estimate, it is very expensive not having electricity from another source. We think that an hydroelectric plant can be an ecological solution to the problem of Bajo de Olmos and thousands of other small locations in our province, since Córdoba is full of rivers and water flows. Hydroelectricity uses the power of water in motion to generate electricity. These types of plants are low cost and use energy efficiently. They are a sustainable option, and as long as the water flows, they will be an energy source. Which are its main aspects? As we all know, hydropower plants range in size from small systems to large projects. Our aim is to provide energy to an entire village. Therefore, the plant that we have designed is able to generate from 15 to 25 megawatts of energy.
How does it work? This type of hydroelectric plant is known as an improvement facility. It uses a dam to store river water in a reservoir. The water released from the reservoir flows through a turbine, spinning it. This turbine then activates the generator that produces electricity. Where is going to be installed? The river in which the hydrothermal plant will be installed is called Santa Catalina. It is located in the lower hills, Sierras Chicas, where the 50% of the area presents hills with highest over 1180 meters. This river has 2.5 kilometers long and it flows from the village of Colonia Hogar and joins with the Acochinga River. It has a strong and abundant flow of water capable of providing and generating up to 15 megawatts of power. Specific location for installation. This location is near a street that goes to Totoral, which is next to Santa Catalina. This is the best area to install the plant as it is located in a strategic point because it will produce energy not only for Bajo Olmos, but also it will give to the villages around.
To have a good hydrothermal energy supply, many resources are needed. First, there are many requirements to have a potent turbine and a good amount of water, as well as the right amount of power, strength, and energy with each equipment a building. To be able to give this kind of energy, legal norms need to be fulfilled, and the place where this is set and the marketing has to be taken into consideration. In the regime of electric energy of Law number 24,065 and 25,468 and others, many articles show the conditions and information needed for energy distribution and presentation for Argentina. In Article 2, it says, protect the rights of the user, invest and promote competition between other energy suppliers, promote equality, trust distribution and services, regulate the distribution of the energy, and control that the services and its cost is reasonable and fair for the people using your energy. In Article 3, it says, the transportation and distribution of energy must be carried out primarily by private legal entities to which the executive power has granted with the provisions of laws 15,336 and 23,696, and this law. To have a reliable source of energy and quality, the requirements are heat, water, and permeability. First, the need of a reliable source of water for this energy to be able to work. For this project, we do have one, which is the Lake of Santa Catalina. Second, we need a reliable source of heat, and lastly, a determined pattern of organized steps to let the process of making energy smooth. Another thing to take into consideration is the amount of energy and power needed to distribute in a determined area and pay attention and importance to their necessities. As mentioned on Article 2's law, promoting trust, competition, and hope to the people you are bringing your service to is very important. The target audience and civilians that will receive energy from a hydrothermal plant need to see how reliable their energy is and its cost and service.
Benefits. This project aims to improve living conditions. Electricity has positive effects on people's health, education, and safety. The use of electricity supply also has effects on local economic activity through the profitability of electrical infrastructure for productive uses. Another advantages are that naphtha consumption for engines is reduced, new job opportunities, an increase in income due to more work capacity, more electrical tools and innovations are implemented. Also, computers can be implemented in schools, and it allows to produce a large amount of electrical energy in little areas. Rural electrification generates positive synergies around the creation of agricultural-based industrial activities in rural areas. Bringing electricity to rural schools produces infrastructure improvements and benefits for teachers and students. This type of energy do not have a bad impact in the environment. Appliances can be installed for better environmental thermal adaptation and system for water purification. Access to electrical energy enables better lighting within classrooms, allowing more study hours, more concentration, and less reading effort. Greater integration between the school and its community. In many rural, non-electrified places, by having an electrified school, it becomes a central point in the social, cultural, and sport life of these communities.
Taking all the mentioned into account, we think that this project could be very beneficial for those living in this town and nearby, as it would change the villagers' lives completely since they are going to have a reliable source of electricity. The town will never run out of electricity as the power comes from a renewable source, which is water. It is an ecological way of generating energy, and it has a positive impact on the environment.